So you've got this passion for coaching, and you're dreaming of turning it into a real thriving business, right? Well, today, we're moving past the dream phase. We're actually going to build the roadmap, a super clear, step-by-step plan to take that vision of yours and turn it into an impactful enterprise. Let's dive in. So let's just start with the big question. Are you really ready? I don't just mean ready to start a business. I mean, are you ready to build something that truly makes a difference? Because this whole journey, it's not just about services and price tags. It's about creating a solid structure that's built for lasting impact.
Here's how we're going to tackle this. First up, we're going to get you grounded in your why. From there, we'll build out the core foundation of your business. Then, we'll connect that foundation to your market, design a detailed blueprint, and finally, map out how you go from a solo coach to a full-blown enterprise. It's a clear, 5-part journey to really bring your vision to life.
All right, Section 1, starting with your why. I want you to think of this as your inner foundation. You know, every great building needs to be built on solid ground. And for a coaching business, that solid ground is your personal vision and the impact you are absolutely driven to create. This is so important. It's all about finding that meaning before you get bogged down in all the business mechanics. So before you even think about websites or logos, you've got to be able to articulate your vision. What change do you really want to create for your clients, for their teams, for society? That is your purpose. And trust me, it becomes the fuel for everything else you're going to do.
Of course, starting out is never easy, is it? It's totally normal to wrestle with those nagging little voices. Am I really good enough? Can I actually charge what I'm worth? But here's the key. Don't see these as roadblocks. See them as part of the process. Adopting a growth mindset just means you see these challenges as learning opportunities. It's all about being reflective, not about being perfect.
Okay, so we've established your why. Now it's time to build on it. In Section 2, we're going to lay the foundational stones of your business. You know, the essential principles that are going to give it real structure and integrity.
At the absolute heart of your business is your value proposition. Now, this isn't some vague, fluffy promise. It needs to be a crystal clear statement about the tangible, real-world outcomes your clients can expect. You have to ask yourself, what specific problem do I solve? What result do I actually deliver? That answer, that's the core of what you sell.
So how do you make sure everything holds together? Well, this framework here breaks it down into 3 pillars that all work together. First, your business has to be a genuine reflection of your values. Second, it has to deliver real, measurable impact. And third, it's got to have commercial viability. It needs to be sustainable. You have to remember, purpose and profit, they're not enemies. They're partners in this.
So, our foundation is set. Now it's time to look outward. Because, let's be honest, a brilliant business with no one to serve isn't really a business at all. Section 3 is all about connecting with your market, finding and deeply understanding the people you're meant to help.
And this isn't just guesswork, it's real analysis. You need to know exactly who your target clients are, what are their biggest needs right now, and what are they going to need in the future. You've got to analyze the trends, get a feel for your competition, and then use all those insights to design services that the market is actually asking for. And hey, remember this, marketing isn't just shouting into the void and hoping someone hears you. It's about thoughtfully designing a client's entire journey with you. How do they first find out about you? What makes them decide to trust you? How do you bring them on board? And how do you keep that relationship going for the long haul? It's an ethical relationship-first approach.
Okay, we've looked inward at our vision and we've looked outward at the market. Now in Section 4, we get to the really exciting part, bringing it all together. This is where we synthesize everything into a single, actionable blueprint for your business. Now, creating this blueprint is a really deliberate process. You synthesize your vision with the reality of the market. You define all the nuts and bolts, your services, your pricing, how you'll deliver everything. And crucially, you identify your assumptions and potential risks. And then, finally, you produce that first tangible document, your complete business blueprint. A good blueprint also needs an engine to make it run. This means choosing your technology, not because something's trendy, but because it creates a seamless workflow for you. Think about it. How will you manage your delivery, your communication, your client relationships? Just always remember, your tools should support your strategy, not the other way around.
And that brings us to our final section. The blueprint is done, but that's not the end of the story, not by a long shot. Now we get to look to the future. How do you actually grow from a one-person practice into a lasting enterprise that can scale its impact? This takes a pretty big mindset shift, A solo practice is really focused on direct, one-on-one service. But an enterprise model? That's about thinking bigger. It means designing offerings that can scale to groups, exploring strategic partnerships, and even going after those business-to-business opportunities.
The goal here is to start thinking like an architect. You're not just building a single service, you're designing an entire coaching ecosystem. Just imagine it, your one-on-one services, a self-paced digital course, and group workshops, all of them working together seamlessly. This integrated approach aligns your brand, your revenue, and your client experience for some serious long-term growth.
And so, that brings us here. Your business blueprint is an incredibly powerful tool, but really, it's just the starting line. The real question is this: now that you've got the plans in your hand, what kind of impact are you going to build?